Yo, yo, yo.
Hey yo, people. We're here again. Another episode of IMO with T and J.
Yes,
As
sir.
always, I'm Jeff.
I'm Tawati the road man.
You know.
We just out here.
Yeah, today's gonna be a great episode, uh talking about like opinions really. My opinion. I think
Really
I
can't wait to hear your opinion this week, to be honest.
yeah, I think you know me, I'm always trying to say little bits and pieces for now and then catch up later. But yeah, I think colorism, which you can also call some kind of classified racism,
Racism, yeah.
is it's a thing in Africa of some sort. Nigeria in particular, I'd say, you know. I've not had a lot of experience.
I
But
was
I
gonna
mean I
say,
mean
I
we
was gonna,
see that. We see that on
I
the
was gonna
norms.
say SC too, but those niggas are white
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those niggas are actually white, but it's pretty much the same thing because they are white Africans, like they are South Africans.
Right,
Do you get what I mean? But because of like some of like the apartheid regime and prior to that, whatever, like the white niggas, they were naturalized. Do you
right,
get so
right.
like niggas are South Africans still,
Right,
but
right.
they
The
white,
white
like full Caucasian.
facts, facts. You know, that and well, I think that's a birth from that, but it's a thing that we don't pay attention to. You know, I I hear a lot of people talk about most people talk about, having mixed kids and stuff, you know, and it's an idea that kind of like sometimes is cute to think about, if
At
I
first,
may, yeah, at first, but then we don't know what that being that kind of person comes with. You don't know the pros or the cons to it. I saw a video earlier about mixed kids and, pretty girl. And she was, about how when she was younger, going to England, she's
mm,
British and half British, half Nigerian. Going
fair
to England was always nice and fun. She
for
was
summer and
younger,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
for holiday and all that
Hmm.
stuff. And then it was here she was actually feeling all that, kind of like she noticed there was like a difference, because probably from like privileges and stuff, you know. And she had this experience one day in the UK that changed her perception about it. This was when she was older, where some white guy dressed in a funny costume, her dad said looked funny.
Yeah.
So they were just, paying attention, talking, laughing as a family. And the guy walked by and just said, "You monkeys, go
Oh
home."
damn, you hit them with the
So
Moncos.
he scarred the girl
Oh, he hit them with the
for her
Moncos, dog.
England experience and stuff.
No, damn.
But when she was younger, though, here in school, she said there was this because she was born and she raised here.
Mm.
In school, when she was younger, there was this day they gave them like the whole class like punishment and stuff.
Mm.
So they were all crying.
Mm.
And
Wailing. Yeah.
the class teacher saw them, and I think there were just two that were like mixed kids in
Yeah.
the class, she and one other guy.
Mm.
The lady picked them. They were like, "Oh, my angel!" Like, "Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
they're my
don't cry,
babies.
Brody."
Damn.
But the other
In front of
kids
the other
were, yeah,
kids.
so
Oh,
that
nasty
thing,
work, bro.
in my opinion, I think that's a
Nasty
thing
work.
we need to unlearn
Mm-hmm.
as Africans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a thing we need to unlearn as Africans because it's almost like we don't even know ourselves or understand. There's a lot about what we know about reality, about our existence that's not adding up.
Mm.
So in my opinion, I think that's something we need to first deal with.
Mm.
Then I think we'll know how to handle whatever else comes like external. But we need to deal with it within first, in my opinion.
Because I think it's, bro, I think it's uber weird for shit like that to happen in schools, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I was way more light skinned than I am when I was younger, and I'm not gonna lie, I
Right.
have experienced the privileges of being like
Like
light
that.
skinned.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right.
Like it's been applied in my professional life when I was younger. It's been applied in like my regular life, my social life as well, even in school at some point. And like I hear that, right, but I agree with you. It's something that needs to be unlearned, and it's something that takes a toll on the kids, even the ones that you are giving the privilege.
Right.
It either make them be more humble because of that fact, or make them even bigger dicks because
Because of
of
that.
that same fact as
True.
well. So,
Very
and
true.
because they're in the formative years, like it's very easy for you to
For
just
yeah,
become
yeah,
an asshole
that
just like
thing.
that. Yeah,
True, true,
yeah,
true. That's actually how that system
yeah,
works.
yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
So but yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
think we need to deal with that first. And then everything. I mean, time is things have moved,
Things have
evolved,
changed.
things have
Yeah,
changed.
yeah,
So I think we should be educated enough to know how to handle this thing.
yeah. That's what I'm
In my
saying.
opinion, though.
Mm,
What you got for us, brother?
facts, man. Listen, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Listen. Yo, listen, man. Listen. Yeah, bro. Yo, so I was in the mainland a couple days back,
Yeah,
and I was in the car with my guy Hayat, just had backs in the whip. I was trying to get my hair done, so I was just chilling.
yeah.
And I see like this OG is my guy's dad. It's my dad's guy from like time or whatever. So like he has family in Yankee, and like
Okay.
him stays in Niger from time to time. So he goes to spend time with his family in America.
Yeah.
Then when he's trying to get his freak on, he'll come back to Niger or whatever. You get?
Right.
So super bad influence on my dad as well. You know? That's a story for another day. So I see this nigga, like I make the mistake to go up to him. I go and greet him, and I'm like, Woody, what's up, man? Longest time, what's I just need fresh, what's. You know, we're just paying each other like, pleasantries and whatever. We're just going
Right.
back and forth. And this nigga just throws a curveball, bro, and he just goes, so what's going on with you now? What are you doing now? What's music going? It's like you just like hit me with the way you doing with your life
Type B.
type shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, man, we're still pushing this music P, like, oh man, this shit is not easy, but this guy's like, man, bro, man, you need to do something to make niggas proud. Da da
Oh
da da
wow.
da. I'm friends with Buju's dad. Remember Buju? They used to walk around the bagada. And now I'm friends with his dad. Every time I see him, or every time I see his dad, I'm always proud. Always have something to be proud about. You need to give us something to be proud about. And then this nigga like taps me and like sends me on my merry way quickly, like as if I should go quickly and go and do something to make him proud and come right back. And I'm like, who are you even to like, as in, first of all, who are you even, dog?
That's
Like,
hilarious,
my
man.
fucking bad, bro. What the fuck? Like, dog, man. And
I
then,
can't even imagine.
dog, I went on Twitter and then I tweeted it, and a bunch of people were just like agreeing with me. And like, a friend of mine, Ziggy Machala, wonderful artist,
Right.
tweets and says on her birthday at 6 a.m., her uncle calls her to ask her what she's doing with her music in Lagos. Like he went through her Facebook page and he's not impressed.
Wait. On her
On her birthday,
birthday.
dog, at 6
Oh
a.m.,
wow.
dog. You know what I'm saying? Guess what she was
What?
doing on her birthday? She was doing
What?
a release concert for her new projects that just dropped that birthday morning. And she was doing, I think one of either it was her debut solo concert or maybe it was her second one. But it was just her solo concert, bro, which is a big feat, amazing feat. And you don't even know about that. I called her to ask, tell her that Facebook,
Bro,
dog,
that's
what do you think
crazy.
this is?
That's crazy.
2005?
That's crazy.
Nigga.
That's crazy, bro.
Like, I don't know what it is with the
That's
older
crazy.
folks, bro, and that mentality of being abrasive and
Yeah.
being insensitive. And all in the name of like support, all in the name to like ginger you or whatever. No, that shit don't work, dog.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck
yeah,
is even
yeah,
that, bro?
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's
in my opinion, I feel like if you don't have anything reasonable or constructive to say as an elderly person, I think you should shut the
sure.
fuck up. I honestly think it'll do you some good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're absolutely right, bro.
Cause like I
I
just
can't even
pity that guy,
imagine.
man.
I can't even imagine.
On a normal day, I wanted to hit him with it.
I
Nah, dog,
can't
you need to
imagine
shut
what
the
it would have
fuck up,
been like. I can't imagine.
bro, bro.
I can't
And
imagine,
like
brother.
zero support. You're not saying, oh, yeah, okay, let me help you with this. Let me help you with that. Oh, what are you doing? What can we do to improve this situation? Yeah, as in like, dog, God, but just father supported him. Oh. Like,
Actually,
you know what I mean?
actually,
Like, bro, be supported, man. Or shut the
actually,
fuck up, in my opinion. That's all I gotta say.
be supportive or shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah, facts, facts. And you're right. I think it comes with their time, their generation. I don't know. In my opinion, I think they just, like I said, even when I spoke on my own take,
Mm,
right?
mm.
There are a lot of things we need to unlearn. You
Yeah.
know, for them, it might be hard because like their time is just gone by. So I can't imagine how many,
Yeah, bro. How many stages and how much
you
shit?
know. So for them to like want to go
Yeah.
back to, I know it's like a system here where it's always like Agba. It's always like,
Yeah, the
oh,
older
the
ones can't
older
be
one.
wrong.
And
You
I
know what
heard,
I
I've been
mean?
hearing, I
They
heard
can't be
something.
corrected.
Yeah, I heard something recently, and I heard it a few times. They even assholes grow old too. Like dumbass people grow old. So you might be talking to some dumbass that's
Yeah,
just
that's
old,
just old now.
and it's still a
It's still a
dumbass.
dumbass. Yeah, 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 yeah,
You know. So
yeah, yeah.
they just that system it don't work no more. You know, they should just learn to chill.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
we're not open to learning or just watching. They just
Yeah,
think they know it all and
yeah,
they just
yeah,
go with
yeah,
that
yeah.
system,
And the
even
older
when
they
it's
get,
not working.
the more they think they know
Yeah,
it.
even when it's not
Yeah, it's
working.
crazy,
You
though.
know, yeah. In my
That's
opinion, like
crazy.
yeah, if you don't have anything constructive,
Constructive, dog,
I'm not. Look, I'm.
bro.
You know, bro. I'm open for.
Constructive if you're gonna.
I'm open for your honest observation, bro. Like, I want to be better, so it don't hurt. Look, I say something to people that they don't get words.
Mm.
Words don't really mean shit. They're just words.
Yeah.
If it's getting to you, then nigga,
Mm,
okay, maybe you should check yourself because maybe what that thing is triggering in you
hmm.
is something you need to
You
check.
need to check. We
But
need to work
if
on.
you
Yeah.
understand, like, yeah, there are words that listen. If you're
Yeah.
listening to be defensive, then you take
Yeah.
offense to anything.
Yeah.
So just be open to criticism, but it has to be
It has to be
constructive though.
constructive, bro.
It has to be
Just
constructive,
not open your mouth
in
and
my
yap a bunch of
opinion.
things, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, like I
Yeah, you
said,
get me, bro.
yeah,
That's
today's a
what's
really
really
tough
grinding my
one.
gears, man. It's really crumbling my nimbles.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you. Well, um, that's a really heated one today,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Got serious fast.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit.
I
Let's not
can
even
tell.
laugh.
You
We're not
said you
making
said
jokes no more.
this was like yesterday, so it's like
Yeah,
fresh.
yeah,
I can see
yeah,
where
yeah,
I can
yeah.
see where you're getting
Yeah,
that like
some stuff
vim
bad as
from.
hell,
Like
nigga. Yeah, you know what I mean?
it's
Bro.
all swell, bro.
Nah,
It's all
on God.
swell.
On
It's
God.
all swell.
On God.
Okay, so thought for the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, what we got for the top for the
Our last episode, we both gave our thought for the day,
day?
and it kind of like went crazy. But
Yeah.
I think what we should do about that is we'll just each give one, at a
For
time.
the
Yeah, each episode you give one, the next one I take, just
okay.
like that.
Fair enough.
So it'll give us, time to even reflect on what that thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we have two
Yeah,
thought
one
a
to
day from the
yeah.
previous
From the
episode.
last
So
one,
like
yeah,
that's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot to get into right now,
Yeah.
but maybe we'll do that, later on. But for today,
Yeah. Oh
uh,
shit, what's going on?
bro, that is so crazy.
That's crazy. So give us
Anyway,
the thought, man.
yeah, thought for the day. Thought of the day. It's 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 important to change. I think change is a constant. That's the only constant thing. Change, right?
And death.
Yeah, and yeah. Well, yeah.
Death is a kind of change also.
Change. You know, if you like have that in mind, you also know ideas, technology, everything changes, it
Mm-hmm.
evolves, it grows,
Mm-hmm.
right? So even we as people, we should be open to
Growing and
growth.
evolving.
In fact, I think
And
that's the
changing.
thing. But the only way to actually grow is to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, like what are you growing?
Mm-hmm.
So I think my thought of the day is for me the most I think it's actually saying by I think Socrates or one of them
Them
philosophers.
guys.
Yeah. Know thyself.
Mm.
I think for anything to even start to
To
change
yeah,
to the
to evolve or to
right
go in the
direction,
direction.
you should know what it's about. So
Mm.
I think know yourself. It goes back to even our thought thought of the day, opinions of the day,
Mm.
rather,
Mm.
where the colorism thing,
Yeah.
where you just see kids and like sort of discriminating
Yeah.
already. You don't even know yourself. Like,
Yeah.
what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah. It's
What is
kids,
that?
bro. Yeah. What the
You
hell is
know,
even that?
So
Mm.
know yourself. The only way to grow, the only way I think we can grow as people, get better,
Mm.
is by knowing ourselves, I think. So that's my thought of the day.
All right, that's
You know
fair
what I'm
enough.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that got me thinking, bro.
yeah.
I've been pondering on it for a minute because honestly, if you don't know yourself, then really, how you gonna
How do
how you
you
gonna
how do you
grow
even want to be the better version of
on
yourself that
yourself?
they
Yeah,
all talk about? Like,
you
what
have
do
to have
you?
your roots planted deep in the
Yeah.
soil
If you're an
so
asshole,
you can
know
build
you're
it.
an asshole.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I know
just
how
know
to work
yourself. Know
around it.
yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
trying to say, oh,
yeah.
be this.
Oh, great,
Nah, that's not what I'm trying
spectacular,
to do.
fucking
Just know who
person.
you
Yeah, yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
Know yourself. Know your place. Know,
Yeah,
be honest with
with
yourself. It
yourself. Yeah,
helps you become better
be a better
version of
version of
whatever the hell
yourself.
you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. That makes a lot of sense, man. Shout outs to Jeff for
Right,
that
right,
one, man.
right, right, right.
I'll come with something better next week, inshallah, Yeah, man. But
Yeah, guys. Peace out. It was a great one. So leave your comments or thoughts or own your own opinions or what you think you'd like us to shed light on as well.
yeah, fair enough.
Uh, subscribe,
Yeah,
like,
like, subscribe, and the
follow.
likes.
We
Yeah,
didn't do that.
repost and all of that
Yeah,
thing. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you get me.
It's gonna be a really amazing journey, guys.
Yeah,
Stick with us.
inshallah.
Peace,
Love.
love.